Welcome to my channel. Let me ask you something. What happens when your mind gets hot, angry, confused, full of thoughts? You say something rude. You shout. You send a message you wish you didn't. You walk away from someone who needed your love. You forget your English words. You forget who you are. A hot mind burns everything. Your peace, your confidence, your voice. But now imagine something different. What happens when your mind is cool, not cold, not silent, it's just cool, calm, steady, strong. You speak slowly. You think clearly. You listen deeply. You say only what matters. You don't shout. You don't panic. You breathe. You choose. You stay in control. A cool mind helps you in every part of life. In a fight, it helps you stay peaceful. In sadness, it helps you heal. In a problem, it helps you find the way out. And for English learners like you, a cool mind is everything. Because when your mind is hot, you forget English. You freeze. You say, I can't speak. You doubt yourself. But when your mind is cool, something changes. You find the words. You make a mistake, but you smile. You forget something, but you try again. A cool mind does not chase perfection. It moves with peace. So today's lesson is not grammar. It's not vocabulary. It's something deeper, something more powerful. It's about how to keep your mind cool in stress, in fear, in pain, in pressure, and how this cool mind will help you speak better, feel better, and live better. So stay with me till the very end, because this journey is not just about English. It's about becoming the kind of person who walks with peace and speaks with power. Sheriff E., what is a cool mind? Let's begin with a simple question. A question that sounds small but carries a lot of power. What is a cool mind? Many people don't understand this. Some think that if you are quiet, you are weak. If you don't fight back, you are scared. If you don't shout, you don't care. But that's not the truth. The truth is the opposite. A cool mind is not weak. Ping. A cool mind is strong. It is calm, focused, and powerful. It sees everything, but it doesn't react to everything. It feels deeply, but it doesn't break easily. So what does a cool mind really look like? Imagine this. You are waiting for a bus. The bus is late, very late. People around you are complaining. Some are calling the driver. Others are shouting. But you take a deep breath. You look at the sky. You say, it's okay. I'll wait. That's a cool mind. You didn't lose your peace. You didn't let the outside world control your inside world. Or think about this. You are talking to someone. They don't agree with you. In fact, they are getting angry. They are saying things to hurt you. What do most people do? They shout back. They defend themselves. They try to win. But a person with a cool mind listens. They don't take every word personally. They say, I understand your opinion. Let's talk when we are both calm. That's not weakness. That's real emotional power. Now let's take an example from English learning. You're in a conversation. You want to say something, but suddenly you forget a word. You feel stuck. A hot mind says, I can't do this. I'm bad at English. A cool mind says, no problem. I'll try another word. I'm learning. You smile. You keep going. That small choice, to stay cool, builds your confidence. So we ask again, what is a cool mind? Hashing cool. Flum. It's a mind that doesn't panic, doesn't shout, doesn't run away. It pauses. It breathes. It watches. It chooses. It controls its emotions not by force, but by understanding. It is slow, but it is wise. It is soft, but it is unbreakable. In English, we use many simple words to describe this kind of words like calm, peaceful, focused, clear, patient, strong. These are not just vocabulary words. These are qualities of a powerful person. A person who doesn't need to prove themselves in every moment. A person who can speak less and mean more. Let's learn some simple phrases that reflect this cool mindset. When something goes wrong, you can say, take it easy. It's okay. No rush. I'll try again. Let's talk later. Stay calm. I'm learning. These phrases are not just about English. They're about your identity. When you say them, you are not just speaking. You are shaping your mind. You are teaching yourself to breathe, to wait, to observe, to act with intention. This is what makes a cool mind different from a hot mind. A hot mind wants to win every argument. A cool mind wants to understand. A hot mind rushes. A cool mind reflects. A hot mind says, I must be right. A cool mind says, let's think again. A hot mind focuses on reaction. A cool mind focuses on wisdom. Now ask yourself, how often do I let my emotions control me? How often do I rush into speech, or anger, or fear? And how would my life change if I stayed cool, just for 5 seconds more? This idea is not only useful in life, it is very helpful in your English learning, because when your mind is hot, you can't think clearly. You forget words. You make more mistakes. You lose confidence. But when your mind is cool, your brain opens. You speak better. You listen better. You are not scared to try. You enjoy the process. You give yourself space to grow. So this is where we begin. This is our foundation. A cool mind is not a special gift. It's not something you are born with. It's something you build. One breath at a time. One pause at a time. One calm response at a time. It's a choice, a decision. And today, you can choose it. So let's walk this journey together. And remember, every time you choose calm, you are not just learning English. You are becoming a better version of yourself. Mamjeshal R. Why we lose our cool link. Before we talk about staying calm, we must talk about why we lose our calm. Why does our mind become hot? Why do we get angry, scared, or confused so easily? Why do we say things we don't mean? Why do we feel regret after we shout or panic? The answer is not simple, but it's also not your fault. Many people think they have a bad temper, or they are weak, or too emotional. But the truth is, your mind is just under too much pressure. Let's talk about pressure. Every day we live in a fast world. Messages, emails, deadlines, family responsibilities, work stress, school pressure, social media. Everyone wants something from you. Everyone wants you to do better, speak faster, act perfect. And deep inside, you feel it. You feel this weight on your shoulders. You feel the tension in your chest. You feel your brain trying to keep up, but it can't breathe. Now, imagine this. Someone speaks to you in fast English. You try to understand, but your mind freezes. You can't find the right words. You feel embarrassed. In your mind, you say, "I'm not good enough." You feel your heart beating fast. You can't think. You just want to run away. That's a hot mind. A mind that's overloaded. Or think about when someone insults you. Maybe they say, "You speak English badly," or "You're too slow." Suddenly, your body reacts. You want to shout. You want to say something hurtful back. But why? Because your brain feels threatened. And when your brain feels danger, it goes into fight or flight. That means fight back or run away. This is not your fault. This is how the human brain protects you. Even if the danger is not real, your brain thinks it is. It reacts fast. It doesn't want to think. It just wants to protect you. That's why we lose our cool. Because our brain is doing its job, but sometimes it does too much. Let's learn how to describe these moments in simple English. When you feel nervous, say, "I feel nervous. My heart is beating fast. I can't think clearly. I feel scared. My brain feels heavy." These are important phrases because when you can name your feeling, you can start to understand it. And when you understand it, you can control it. Let me tell you a short story. A young man wanted to learn English. He studied every day. He knew grammar. He knew vocabulary. But when someone asked him a question in English, he froze. He forgot everything. He got angry at himself. He thought, "Why am I like this?" So he gave up. But then, one day, a teacher told him something simple. It's not your English. It's your reaction. You are not bad. You are just scared. And scared minds forget. Calm minds remember. That one sentence changed his life. He stopped blaming himself. He started learning how to breathe, how to pause, how to speak slowly. And step by step, his confidence came back. So let me say this to you, my friend. The problem is not you. The problem is the habit. You have trained your brain to react fast, to panic, to worry, to rush. But here is the good news: habits can be changed. And today is the first step. From now on, when you feel your mind getting hot, just notice it. You don't need to fix it fast. You don't need to be perfect. Just stop, breathe, say to yourself, "This is pressure. I will not panic. I will stay cool." Even saying those words in your mind will start to change the way you feel. You see, many English learners think the only problem is grammar or vocabulary, but sometimes the real problem is the emotional noise inside the brain. Too many fears, too much pressure, too much speed. A hot mind cannot focus, but a cool mind learns fast. And you can build that cool mind, not in one day, but slowly, by noticing, by understanding, by changing small things. That is how real growth happens. So remember, if you lost your calm yesterday, it's okay. If you shouted at someone, it's okay. If you gave up for a while, it's okay. Because now you understand it's not weakness, it's habit. And habits can change. You are not broken. You are just learning. And every time you breathe instead of react, every time you wait instead of panic, every time you try again after a mistake, you are building a cool, clear, beautiful mind, Brissette. And that mind will not only help you speak English, it will help you live better. So let's continue this journey together, step by step, word by word, breath by breath. Xiwen, Shio Sen. Breathing space, the first step to cool down. Now we begin a new part of the journey. We've talked about what a cool mind is. We've talked about why we lose our calm. But now comes the question, how do we cool down? What is the first step? And the answer is very simple: breathing. Yes, just one small breath, one pause, one little break in the middle of your fast life. It sounds too simple, right? But let me explain why this is powerful. When your heart beats fast, when your thoughts are racing, when your chest feels heavy, when your brain is full of noise. When your brain is full of noise, your body is telling you something. It's saying, I need space. And the best way to give your mind space is to breathe. Not just any breath. A slow, deep, gentle breath. Not because you're meditating, not because you're doing yoga, but because you're being kind to your mind. You see, when you breathe slowly, you send a message to your brain to rend. You are safe. You don't need to panic. You can slow down. Let's try it right now together. Sit back. Put your hands on your lap. Relax your shoulders. And follow me. Breathe in slowly. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2. Now breathe out. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it again. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, exhale. 1, 2, 3. How do you feel? Maybe a little lighter, maybe a little clearer. That's the magic of breathing space. It's not just physical, it's emotional. It gives your mind room to think again. Now let's connect this to learning English. Let's say you're talking to someone in English. You forget a word. You feel stuck. You feel nervous. What do most people do? They panic. They say, I can't do it. They freeze. Their brain goes blank. But what if, in that moment, you took a small breath? You say to yourself, I am breathing slowly. I will try again. One step at a time. You smile. You pause. You give your brain space. And you try again. That one breath can help you remember. That one pause can help you speak clearly. You don't need to rush. A cool mind is never in a hurry. In fact, let's learn some simple English sentences that you can use. Anytime your mind feels too full, these are short, but they are powerful. I am calm. I am breathing. I can slow down. I don't need to rush. One word at a time. I am learning. Say these out loud if you can. Feel them. They are more than words. They are gentle instructions to your brain. A reminder that you are in control. Let me share a story. A young woman was learning English for years. She knew many words. She understood grammar. But in real conversations, she always froze. Her mind became hot. She felt small. One day, her teacher asked her to do just one thing. Before you speak, just take one slow breath. At first, she laughed. It sounded silly, but she tried it. She paused. She breathed. She waited just 10 seconds before answering, and something changed. Her words came more easily. She didn't rush. She smiled more. Her brain wasn't in panic. It was in peace. That one breath changed her confidence. So don't wait for a perfect English sentence. Don't wait for your nerves to disappear. Just start with one breath. Because a cool mind is not a mind that knows everything. It's a mind that gives itself permission to pause. In life, too, this breathing space helps. When you are in a fight, breathe. When you feel pressure, breathe. When someone is shouting, breathe. You are not ignoring the problem. You are just making space to respond wisely. And that space, that little space is where power begins. So as we move forward in this video, remember this. You already have the tool. You carry it with you every day. It's called your breath. And every time you use it, you are cooling your mind. You are calming your heart. You are becoming the kind of person who walks slow, speaks clear, and lives strong. Let's say it one more time. Together, breathe in, hold, breathe out, and now we continue. Calm, focused, ready. Dementia. Think before you speak tech. Now we enter a deeper part of the journey. You've learned what a cool mind is. You've understood why we lose our calm. You've taken your first step, breathing space. But here's the truth. A calm mind is not just about feeling better inside. It's about how you respond to the world outside. This chapter is about self-control. But let's be clear, this is not silence. This is not weakness. This is powerful thinking before speaking. Not fast, not loud, but wise. Have you ever been in a situation where someone says something rude or hurtful? Maybe they laughed at your English. Maybe they called you shy. Maybe they misunderstood you, and you wanted to react fast. You wanted to defend yourself, explain yourself, or even shout. But here's what a cool mind does. It doesn't react fast. It pauses. It thinks. Then it responds with purpose. That's not fear. That's not weakness. That is real strength. Real life examples. Speak with purpose. Pang. Let's look at some real examples and how a cool mind might respond. These are simple English sentences, but they carry power. Someone says, "Your English is bad." You cool mind replies, "That's your opinion. I'm still learning." Someone says, "Why are you so quiet?" Cool mind replies, "Because I'm thinking. I speak when I have something to say." Someone interrupts you or talks over you. "Please let me finish." Someone pressures you to answer fast. "I need a moment to think." These replies are not emotional. They are not rude, but they are strong. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need big vocabulary. What you need is a calm voice and a clear mind, or powerful phrases for English learners. Let's now learn some simple phrases you can use when your brain feels hot or your heart feels nervous. These are short, easy, and very effective. Let's talk later. I need a moment. I'm still learning. That's okay. I'll try again. I understand your point. Let me think. Try saying them out loud now. Say them slowly. Feel the control in each one. You are not avoiding the conversation. You are not hiding. You are choosing your moment. You are protecting your peace. Control is power, not emotion. And let's go deeper. A hot mind speaks fast. A cool mind speaks smart. Imagine you're in an English class. Someone laughs at your answer. Do you shout? Do you shut down? No, take a breath. Think. Say, I'm here to learn, not to impress. That one sentence shows your strength. Another example. You're in a group. People are talking fast. You feel lost. Say, can you speak a little slower, please? Simple. Calm. Clear. You don't have to fight the world. You don't have to prove anything. You just have to stay in control of your voice. A story to inspire you. There was a young man learning English online. One day, in a group video chat, someone said, "Your accent is too strong." Everyone looked at him. He froze for a second, BAME. But then he smiled and said, "That's okay. I'm working on it, but I'm not stopping." The group went quiet. That sentence? It wasn't loud. It wasn't angry. But it was powerful because he spoke with control. Lammed because he thought before he spoke. And in that moment, he became stronger than the insult. Final message. You are not weak because you pause. You are not boring because you speak slowly. You are powerful because you think before you speak. A cool mind does not mean silent. It means intentional. It means careful. It means your words have weight. And remember this: in a world that shouts, calm is rare, and rare is strong. So next time someone pushes you, pause, breathe, think, then speak with purpose. You don't need to say much. Just say it well. Chapter OOV. Con cool mind in difficult moments, ek. A calm sea never made a strong sailor. This is where the journey becomes real. Not just about practice. Not just about daily stress. This chapter is about life's hardest moments. When your heart breaks. When everything goes wrong. When you're hurt, lost, or ashamed. A cool mind is not about pretending to be happy. It's not about ignoring pain. It's about feeling everything and still choosing peace. When life hits you, let's talk about real situations. You lose something important. Your passport, your phone, your money. You feel panic. Your heart races. Your mind goes wild, but then you pause. You say, "It's okay. I will figure it out." One breath, one calm thought, and the panic softens. Someone leaves you, a friend, a partner, a teacher. They stop calling. They walk away. You feel small. You want to cry, shout, beg. But a cool mind says, "I can't control others, but I will care for myself. I still have me. This pain will pass." That's not weakness. That's strength in the middle of heartbreak. You fail. You tried your best. You studied hard. But you forgot everything during the test. Or you tried speaking English, and someone laughed. Your face turns red. You feel like running away. But then you pause. You say, "I'm learning from this. One moment does not define me. Next time will be better." A cool mind feels failure but doesn't stay down. It stands up again. You're embarrassed in public. You mispronounce a word, you fall. You make a silly mistake in front of people, laughter, whispers, shame. But instead of hiding, you take a breath, you smile and say, "Oops, that was funny. I'm human. It's okay." And suddenly, you're not weak. You're stronger than fear. English for the soul, comforting phrases, ngum. Now let's learn some English phrases. Not for grammar, but for comfort. Say them out loud. Slowly. Feel their warmth. It's okay. I will try again. This is hard, but I can do it. I'm learning from this. Pain will pass. One step at a time. I still have hope. I still have hope. I am not alone. These are simple. But they carry light. Say them in your heart. Write them on your wall. Repeat them when the storm comes. Story. The girl who froze. Ankh. Let me tell you a story. There was a girl in her first English class. The teacher asked her to introduce herself. She stood up, opened her mouth, but no words came out. The room was quiet. The class stared. She felt heat in her face, tears in her eyes. But she didn't run. She smiled. She looked at the teacher and whispered, "I'm nervous, but I will try." The class clapped, not because she was perfect, but because she was brave. That moment, it didn't destroy her, it built her. That is the power of a cool mind. Not to avoid pain, but to walk through it with courage. A cool mind is still a human mind intact. Let's make this clear. A cool mind is not cold. It's not emotionless. It's not pretending. A cool mind cries. A cool mind hurts. A cool mind feels everything deeply, but it doesn't act from chaos. It doesn't break under pressure. It whispers to itself, "Breathe. This too shall pass. I will keep going." Final words, calm in the storm. Ankh. Life is not always soft. Sometimes it hits you hard. But when your mind is cool, you survive. You grow. You shine. So remember this: when you lose something, pause. When someone leaves you, breathe. When you fail, stand again. When you're embarrassed, smile. And whisper these words: I will not break. I am learning. I am healing. I am still here. That is the heart of a cool mind. And you have it right now, right inside you, even in your hardest moments. Especially then. Chapter 2. You become unstoppable. The mind once cooled becomes the strongest force. You made it here. You walked through the heat of pressure. You faced fear, pain, and failure. You learned to breathe, to pause, to choose your words, to stay calm, even when the world was loud. And now, you rise. This is your reward, the reward of a cool mind. It's not just about avoiding stress. It's about becoming unstoppable. The power of a cool mind. Deng. Let's understand something deeply. A cool mind is not weak. It's the opposite of weak. It is powerful because it sees clearly, because it speaks wisely, because it learns without fear. When your mind is calm, you stop wasting energy on fear. You stop freezing in front of people. You stop doubting yourself. And what happens? You begin to grow. You begin to lead. You begin to shine in ways that even surprise you. You speak slower, but stronger. English changes too. Before, you were nervous. You tried to speak fast, to be perfect, to impress. Now, you take your time. You speak slowly. You breathe between words. You say what you mean. I'm learning, let me think. Can you repeat that? I'm not afraid to try. People listen. Not because your grammar is perfect, but because your energy is strong. Your voice is calm, and calm is powerful. You learn faster, Angsum. Before, you were overwhelmed. Too many words, too many lessons, too much pressure. Now, you breathe, you focus, you listen to one thing at a time. Your mind is no longer full of chaos. It's clear, open, ready to absorb. You understand more. You remember more. You make progress, not from stress, but from peace. This is the magic of a cool mind. It makes you smarter, wiser, stronger. You are not afraid anymore, Ankh. This is one of the biggest transformations. Fear no longer controls you. Before, you feared mistakes. You feared judgment. You feared failure. Now, you say, I will try anyway. Mistakes are part of learning. I am not here to be perfect. I am here to grow. You stop hiding. You stop apologizing for who you are. You show up. You speak up. And in that moment, you become unstoppable, not just a student. A master. This chapter is about identity. You are no longer just a learner. You are no longer someone trying to catch up. You are a person with control over your thoughts. You are the master of your mind. You decide how to react. You choose peace over panic, focus over fear, growth over perfection. And because of that, you will go far in English, in your job, in your relationships, in your life. You don't need to scream to be heard. You don't need to rush to succeed. You simply need to stay cool, because cool is clear, cool is calm, cool is unstoppable. Final affirmations now. Let us speak together. Repeat these simple, slow, strong sentences. Say them with your heart. Feel their power in your body. I am calm. I speak with peace. I am learning every day. I don't rush. I breathe before I speak. I choose my words. I am not afraid. I grow through practice. I am proud of myself. I choose peace over panic. I am becoming unstoppable. These words are your new voice. These thoughts are your new home. This mindset is your new power. You are not just someone learning English. You are someone becoming strong. From the inside out, the journey continues, Zonk. This is not the end. This is a new beginning. Because now you know how to stay cool under pressure, how to breathe when confused, how to speak calmly and clearly, how to face pain and rise again, how to believe in yourself, how to become the master of your mind, and that makes you unstoppable. So go, speak, live, grow. You are ready, not just to learn English, but to live powerfully, with peace, with confidence, with a cool mind. You've got this. If this video gave you peace, even for one quiet moment, don't just scroll away. Don't just close it. Do something simple but powerful. Write one English sentence in the comments. Just one. Say, I have a cool mind. Or say, I will speak with calm. That small sentence is not just practice. It's a declaration. It tells your brain, I am growing. It tells your heart, I am healing. And if this video touched you, like it. Subscribe to the channel. Share it with someone who needs calm in their life. Because when one person becomes calm, even just a little, lambda, the world becomes more gentle, more kind,